The role of an IT help desk professional is central to the smooth functioning of modern organizations. These are the people who provide first-level support when systems fail, software crashes, or hardware malfunctions. Whether it is guiding a frustrated colleague through troubleshooting or escalating complex issues to higher technical teams, IT help desk staff keep businesses running efficiently. Because of this responsibility, interviews for IT help desk roles are designed not only to test technical skills but also to assess communication, patience, and problem-solving ability. In this discussion, we'll explore some of the most common IT help desk interview questions, along with sample answers and practical tips. The goal is to make you feel confident walking into an interview, knowing how to demonstrate both your technical knowledge and your ability to calmly support users in difficult situations. Question 1. Can you describe your experience with troubleshooting technical issues? This is usually one of the first questions asked, as it gives the interviewer an idea of how hands-on you are with problem solving. Employers want to know if you can quickly analyze a situation and resolve it without escalating everything to higher teams. Here's how you can answer. I have worked extensively in troubleshooting both hardware and software issues. For example, in my previous role, I frequently handled printer connectivity issues, slow computer performance, and network interruptions. My approach is to start with the simplest solutions, such as checking connections or rebooting, before moving on to more complex diagnostics. I always document the steps I take, so if the issue repeats, we already have a reference guide. This systematic method has helped me reduce downtime and ensure users feel supported. Question 2. How do you handle a frustrated or angry user? Help desk roles aren't just about technical knowledge, they're about customer service. Employers want to know you won't lose your cool when someone else does. Here's how you can answer. When dealing with a frustrated user, I remind myself that their frustration is with the issue, not me personally. I make sure to listen actively, showing empathy by acknowledging their concerns. For example, if a user is upset about losing access to an important file, I might say, I completely understand how important this is for your work, and I'm going to do everything I can to fix it quickly. Once I've reassured them, I focus on solving the issue calmly and efficiently. I've found that patience and empathy are as important as technical skill in these situations. Question 3. What steps do you follow when a computer won't start? This question tests your ability to follow logical troubleshooting steps. Employers want to see a methodical process rather than random guessing. Here's how you can answer. If a computer won't start, I begin by checking the basics, ensuring the power source is working and that all cables are properly connected. If there's no response, I might test the power supply or try the system with a different outlet. If the system powers on but doesn't boot, I'll check for error messages or BIOS issues. My method is always to eliminate simple causes first before moving to more complex hardware or software checks. This structured approach ensures no step is skipped and the issue is resolved efficiently. Question 4. How familiar are you with remote support tools? In today's world, IT help desk professionals often support users working remotely, so this is an important question. Here's how you can answer. I am very familiar with remote support tools such as TeamViewer, AnyDesk, and built-in options like Windows Remote Desktop. In my last position, more than half of the users I supported were remote, so I frequently guided them through connections and used these tools to troubleshoot software errors, install updates, and configure systems. Being comfortable with remote tools allows me to resolve issues quickly, even without physical access to the device. Question 5. Can you give an example of a time you resolved a complex IT problem? This question gives you the chance to showcase your problem-solving skills with a real-life story. Here's how you can answer. In my previous role, one department experienced recurring network drops that were affecting productivity. Initially, it looked like a simple router issue, but after testing, I realized the root cause was outdated firmware on a series of switches. I worked with the network team to update the firmware and optimize configurations. Not only did this fix the issue, but it also improved overall network speed. The key lesson I took away was the importance of thorough investigation and not jumping to conclusions too quickly. Question 6. What is your process for documenting IT support tickets? Documentation is essential for efficiency and accountability. Interviewers want to know you won't just solve issues but also record them properly. Here's how you can answer. I follow a consistent process when documenting support tickets. First, I record the user's initial issue in their own words. Then I note the steps I took to troubleshoot, including both successful and unsuccessful attempts. Finally, I add the resolution and any follow-up actions required. Good documentation ensures transparency, allows colleagues to step in if needed, and builds a useful database of solutions for recurring problems. Question 7. How do you prioritize multiple support requests at once? Help desk roles often involve juggling many tasks. This question tests your ability to stay organized and efficient. Here's how you can answer. When faced with multiple requests, I prioritize based on urgency and impact. For instance, if a single user can't print, I'll address that soon, but if an entire department can't connect to the internet, that takes priority. I also communicate clearly with users, letting them know when I'll be able to address their issue. This way, even if they have to wait, they feel informed and supported. Question 8. Why do you want to work in IT help desk? This is a common closing question that helps employers gauge your motivation. Here's how you can answer. I enjoy problem solving and helping people. IT help desk allows me to combine both, solving technical issues while supporting users who rely on technology to do their jobs. I find it rewarding when I can turn a user's frustrating situation into a positive experience. Additionally, the help desk role is a great foundation for developing deeper IT skills, and I see it as an excellent opportunity to grow within the field. Final thoughts. Preparing for an IT help desk interview requires more than memorizing technical facts. It's about demonstrating your ability to listen, empathize, and provide solutions in a calm and effective way. Employers are not just looking for someone who knows how to fix a computer. They want someone who can communicate clearly with users of all technical levels. By practicing these common interview questions, along with structuring your responses in a professional yet approachable way, you'll be ready to show that you're not only technically capable but also a reliable and supportive team player. Approach your interview with confidence, patience, and a mindset focused on solutions, and you'll make a strong impression.